Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Live at Lunch. I'm coming to you. This is my last day in California. So, coming to you from LA actually here this morning. And Claire's joining us all the way from England. Although we're kind of starting to strategize
Yeah,
about being together.
we
So,
are.
almost
That's
hitting that point.
exciting.
Yay.
You know,
Okay.
you'll be
Hello.
really pleased that today I renewed my passport because it was going to run out next year. So that was phase one, is getting it
Yep.
renewed.
Phase one is I have belief that I'm going to travel internationally again, and I'm going to renew my
Yeah,
passport.
yeah. Ever
Good.
hopeful I am.
Yes, yes. Right on. Okay, so before we start showing you some of the things that we were going to talk about today, I would love for Claire, because again, she's reconfigured and recombobulated a necklace, and I think you guys need to see it. So Claire, if you
I'm
want
going to move
to,
back so that you can see the whole
yeah.
thing.
And I'm going to take myself out so you can be like full screen.
All right. So what I have here is the bar link necklace, and I've changed out the clasp that comes with it for the star triggerless clasp. Then I have had the bling triggerless clasp, a bling link, and then another bling triggerless clasp, and then a triggerless clasp again, and then the Style Stacks bling pendant, the statement version, and then the flame, the black flame statement dot. Now, the reason why there's sort of one, I like that sort of elongated length, but also you've got to make sure that when you get to the end and you put your pendant on, that it's sitting the right way. So you need to sort of, with the triggerless clasp, make sure that you put enough on so they sit correctly and they sit nicely, sort of hanging down the necklace. So that's sort of the combination. And as it was Halloweeny, I thought stars Halloween, that sort of links quite well. So that's why that combination, and the flame I thought worked really well. But I think sort of that elongated length give you a different look, a different profile as well in terms of necklace. So that's my combination for today.
Love it. Okay. So we're going to show you the dots of the month here for October. And but I also want to let you guys know that we launched, like we're in the middle of boutique week. We've launched all of our Halloween themed dots on Tuesday night. So you want to, as you're checking these all out in the exclusives, you're also going to want to check out some of those releases. There may be a few that are almost sold out. We had the couture ones, the bar and the set were getting low. So those may be on their way out, but I know, Claire, they're all loving your necklace.
Oh, good.
So right, I almost feel like you should tune in to Live at Lunch just to see how Claire has taken the product and turned it on its head and is doing something totally different. So yeah,
I do make a point of sort of looking, okay, what can I come up with today that's a bit different to show you?
Yeah. And then I am just like boring, you know, I mean, this is a dot club dot in my estate necklace, though in all honesty, I may actually change it for the trip home, because I think this may set off the detector as I'm going through security. This feels like a substantial piece of metal, and so my MO when going through security is to not have to be patted down. So there you go. Okay, so Talia, let's show them first our video silo of the statement dot of the month for here for October. So
okay, so this is our finesse design, and what I just think is so amazing with this design is when you put it into a different color combination, it looks so different.
Yeah,
you have it in the catalog in sort of a few colors, but this we've sort of done a very much dramatic sort of two-tone with that glossy jet black enamel, and then sort of the bright orange crystals in those two rows, and then we've got the orange cat eye in the center. But it's a lovely tonality there, and this is so lovely because you've got three different textures going on. So you've got that really high gloss black enamel that gives you that really mirrored effect. And then there's sort of glittering crystals in that bright orange, and then another texture with the cat eye, and I just love the sort of the striation marks and texture going through the cat eye is just lovely. And you can just see sort of that light hitting it. It looks really beautiful.
Yeah, that's a great combination with the black and the orange. And I feel like we hear it every year in October when we come out with kind of the black and orange. Like there's people that are particular to a certain motorcycle brand that love that's black and orange, and there's teams that are black and orange. So it's funny to me that we are thinking Halloween colors, and they're like, I am totally going to wear this year round because it's my team color or whatever. So and the cat eye, I love the variation in colors that you get in that cat eye. I think it's so beautiful. So, yep. Okay, let's take a look then at some of the looks that you've put together that include some of our other dots of the month this month. So,
so this one, just again, using that Halloween statement in our classic link necklace, but we wanted to sort of reflect the cat eye, and you can see sort of that this is our bling cat eye original dot in our classic single necklace. So it's sort of pulling out that cat eye texture. And then you've got, I love this sort of bling dot because it's just got this really pretty fluted edge going around. So it gives you a different profile there. And then sort of reflects that cat eye in the center. So a really nice combination, and you're doing that layering effect. So drawing those two pieces together.
Yeah, it's a great combination. Okay, let's see your next one. Again, the Halloween finesse statement dot is $19.95. So, yep, it's a good.
Okay, so our leather link necklace and bracelet. So I just think this is a great combination, you know, very casual look, but it is casual, but not, because you're sort of pulling in that striking Halloween finesse dot sort of into the necklace and the bracelet. And again, adding another texture, you've got sort of a fabric leather texture going on as well, and then the highly polished metal of the chain. So again, all of that sort of mixed media going on works really well. And then sort of pulling through the black, you know, you've got black enamel with the black leather as well. So a really good combination. And the bracelet's great because it comes in 2 sizes. So sort of we've got a combination that will fit most people.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's a great combination. And I always kind of, to me, the leather link kind of chain, this bracelet and the necklace, it just feels a little rock and roll to me. So I love that I feel like it gives it a little bit of an edge. And so
very much
so much versatility in our stuff. And in all honesty, this combination also I don't feel like is like super feminine. Like I think that guys could also wear, you know what I mean, that kind of a chain and all of that. So
definitely.
Yep. Okay, let's take a look at our next one. Oh, and now you're seeing some dotlets. You know, dotlets are all the rage these days.
So if you want sort of that slightly more petite look, you know, it's the dotlet range that you need to sort of go with. So you've got our satin cord dotlet bracelet with the Halloween pop dotlet. So again, that glossy, reflective black enamel reflected with that tiny orange crystal in the center. So nice combination there, and then reflects to the black cording on the bracelet. And then we've paired that with the combination dotlet bracelet. So the center of that is the original setting. So we've put the Halloween finesse in the middle, but then pulled out the black element. So you've got the solitaire one side and the black pop the other. So, you know, it's sort of that combination, but then the orange really stands out in this because it's sort of overall that black feeling, but then you've got these pops of bright orange, you know, it's really sort of zesty color coming out. So again, that combination, I think it works really well together.
Yeah. If you wanted to be more matchy, you could, if you kind of if you tended to be a little bit more like Gina, if you wanted to, you could balance out that finesse, the Halloween finesse in that combination bracelet by doing 2 pop dots on either side. So just wanted to throw that out there for those of you that have a tendency to kind of be more orderly. So, I love that Claire pushes us outside of my comfort zone. Like I wouldn't have thought to put together the necklace the way that you've got it, and you're like, showing how absolutely versatile our product can be, and I love that.
With this combination also, if you wanted to be slightly more matching as well, you could sort of have 3 of the Halloween pop dotlets as well and put those either side of the finesse in the middle, and then have another of the Halloween pots on the satin bracelets as well. So you have got that coordination going on. But I like to be different and add in a whole mix.
Yep. So we all need a Claire in our lives. For those of us that have a tendency to be super orderly and like things just so and are kind of matchy, you need to have Claires in your life that push you outside of that box that you kind of maybe sometimes put yourself in. So anyway, great look. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here.
So again, we have brought the finesse out in the square version because our squares are actually becoming more and more popular. So for all our square fans out there, we want to give you sort of an option as well. So we've used our Interlinks starter bracelet with the square setting in the center. But this to add a little more zhuzh and elements on the side as well. We've had added the dotlet charm hanging off one side, with that Halloween pop dotlet snapped into that. And then for extra sort of little dangles and charms on the other side is our estate charm. And then the onyx accent hanging off on the other side. And again, this is sort of, for those that aren't matchy, you know, you don't have to have an even combination either side, because a bracelet moves around your wrist, so really you never see it sort of one piece in the center and then sort of even either side, because it's always moving and moving around, and that's sort of how these type of bracelets are designed. So to have that mixed look, you're always going to see something different on your bracelet because it's excuse it, moving around your wrist. So that nice combination.
Okay, let's see our next one. Oh, talking about movement and some zhuzh. This has it in place. So
we have the classic single necklace for the dotlet, and again that finesse pop snapped into that, and then layered onto that is our Paperlink silver necklace, and then taking our square drop pendant and the finesse square snapped into that. But then layered onto that, you've got the glitter charm and a tassel. So you've got lots of movement going on. And I just love the classic dotlet necklace because it sits just right in the nape of the neck there. And then you can layer something else on, but then you're not having a sort of a really long necklace. So I think it's still up sort of on the chest level, but because that little, the dotlet necklace is so sweet and small, you can wear it quite short. And then have another necklace that still sits quite sort of just high on the neck as well. But that I like that layer combination and that level as well.
So this is called the nape of your neck?
Is it no? Is that? Well, I'm not actually sure. I suppose it is the nape of the neck.
Because I've been trying to figure out what this little. There's like this little indentation above your sternum, in between your clavicles, and I don't know, like this little spot right here for little like micro jewelry and that kind of stuff. That's where you're not wearing, like, this is a 17-inch. It's really, you're wearing it depending on the length is going to be dependent on your neck and all of that. But that's a very popular thing with micro jewelry. And I feel like dotlets really fit into that category because they're so petite. So, yeah, I need to figure out what the name of that spot is. You may totally be right. It could be the nape of your neck.
I'm not sure I'm right, but yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder whether the nape of the neck may be at the back. But anyway,
that may be, yeah.
Yeah.
Molly says that is the hollow of the neck. The nape is in the back.
Yeah, okay.
See, there we go.
Okay, but the beauty of any of our pieces is that we always have, we want to cover as many sizes as possible. So we always sort of put an extender on so that you can sort of wear it at a slightly longer length if you want, or somebody that has a slightly larger neck can wear it as well. And then we also have an additional extenders that you can add. So, you know, you've got sort of possibilities of wearing it at many lengths, really.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of sort of our product.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at our next one, Talia. Thank you. So, okay, so I love that you are showing like these are two square foundations, but you're showing the difference in the ability to mix and match, you know what I mean, squares and originals in the style square setting.
Yeah.
So
So I think, yeah, when I sort of put this together, I just thought the combination is brilliant, and it just shows how versatile these pieces are, that you can sort of do sort of mixing and matching. You could have both squares, you could have both sort of originals as well. But I think the sort of the combination of having one original and one square sort of snapped into either just looks really great, and it just gives you that sort of slight different twist on it.
yeah,
So those that aren't matchy,
yeah,
you know, that's that twist, and it's not sort of totally sort of combined. But again, you could wear it sort of with the same dot snapped into both pieces.
yeah. I love Claire. I'm so glad that you did this because it shows again how versatile the pieces are. And you know, in all honesty, those foundations, even though they're pretty much the same foundation,
Mhm.
they look dramatically different whether
Yeah,
you put a style square dot in, or you put an original dot in. When you use an original, it kind of frames
yeah,
that dot. But yeah, what a
yeah,
gorgeous combination that is.
yeah. It does work really well together.
Yeah,
And the versatility is great on those pieces as well. So yeah, works well.
yeah, yep. Everybody's loving that look. Okay, let's take a look at our next one.
Okay,
Oh,
so this is a nice one, using our forged statement necklace and the earrings. I just think it shows off the Halloween finesse dots really well. But again, adding in, you've got that mixed texture again, because you've got this
yeah,
really clean sort of glossy enamel, then the crystal, then the cat's eye, but then you've got this sort of forged texture on the metal as well. So and then there's polished elements. So you've got a whole combination of things going on. And the reflective quality of everything just looks stunning together. And with the finesse dot, I just like sort of, it's so clean cut, the whole look
yeah,
of it. But then you sort of adding other elements as well when you put it in something like the forged, sort of that combination really looks stylish.
yeah. It's so funny. The our silver is so shiny and reflective. Um, being that 990 deep silver, that sometimes like Matt will take a picture or something and he has to go, like I see it before it's gone through post and all of that and it's been retouched, but sometimes he's literally having to like retouch himself out of,
Mhm.
you know, out of a piece because it's so reflective that you can see him with his camera taking a picture of it. So
I think
yeah,
silver jewelry is sort of silver coloured jewelry, whether it's plated or sterling silver, isn't the most difficult jewelry to photograph because of
yeah,
that quality and the sort of because it's sort of that colouring as well, is really difficult to
yeah,
get. So our photographer Matt is just amazing at sort of how he does and sort of take pictures and the photographs of our product, because it sort of really
yeah,
does. He captures the elements and the essence of textures and things on it as well.
yeah. And I think, you know, I love that with the forged necklace before we move on. The discs that are right above the necklace have that raised
Mhm.
kind of beading that really reflects kind of the circle of crystals
Yeah, I
in
have actually
the
noticed
piece.
that. Yeah, it does. So that's sort of again another sort of way that it sort of combines and looks great together. It looks as though
Yeah.
they're made to snap and work together, doesn't it?
Yep. And
Mhm.
it's a great combo. Okay, let's see what else we've got here.
Okay,
Oh,
so a combination of pieces here. So we've gone for our bling line. So we've got the statement tassel necklace with the Halloween finesse snapped into it. Then the bangle with the original version snapped in. But then to pull in sort of that orange tone, you can see this is our Coral Quantum from our catalogue. So bringing in
yeah.
that orange colouring. So you can see that it actually works with our other dots as well. I'm really sorry, I have a tickle in my throat.
That's okay.
um, but yeah,
I'm
sort of
like,
bring.
oh, that's funny. I'm drinking a Diet Coke and Claire's got a water, which
Um,
actually is pretty revealing. Miss
So bringing in sort of the orange tones as well. So you can sort of bring in our dots that are in our catalogue as well, sort of to combine with the dots of the month. So they work sort of well together as using that orange that combines all of them together.
Yep. So Tracy Moody said the technical term for the hollow of the neck is called the jugular notch.
Oh,
That's fancier than hollow.
yes. I quite like the hollow of the neck, though.
Yeah. If I asked a medical person, they probably would be like, yeah, that's your jugular notch. So, see, I knew that these gals would know the answers for us.
There would be some Latin term for it as well, because they all sort of derive from Latin.
Well, jugular, that's like a vein. So I wonder if like the jugular veins in your neck go through that spot.
Maybe. Yeah.
And that's why. Yeah, I need to look back. I took anatomy back in the day because I was an X-ray tech.
Yeah.
So I had my X-ray. So I literally had, this is what I did to learn all the anatomy terms. I had a coloring book, and I'm not even lying. It was like this thick, and I could literally be like, I'm going to color the phalanges one color, and then I'm going to color the carpals in the hand a different color, and so that I could visually see, all the different anatomy things. So
what I should do actually is to ask Emily, because she's studying biology at the moment, so she should know.
You should get her a coloring book, an anatomy coloring book. I will find one on Amazon or whatever for you. It was so helpful, but she may not be a visual person like me. So anyway, okay, let's take a look at our next look, Talia. Oh.
Okay, very simple, very classic, elegant look here. So we've got our affinity necklace here with the finesse snapped into that. And then combined with our dotlet hoop earrings, but we've added sort of some tassels hanging off that as well, and then the Halloween pop. So just very simple. I think it's very elegant, but elegant with that sort of striking component as well, because of the combination of the black and orange. So got a really simple star, but then this sort of bright pop of color, and I think you can, with the black, it is a pop of color as well, because it's against the silver, it really stands out. And I think even like if you're wearing it against a black top, I think that would look really great, really stylish, having that combination. So I think it's a really neat look.
Yeah. And the third option is the Plender Gap. This is called the Plender Gap. So we're going to have all of the names of this spot by the time we finish the live here today. So right on. And you've heard me say it before, I love earrings that have a little bit of length to them, because if you're like me and you have a short neck and a round face, it actually elongates this look. So yep, that's a good one, Claire. Okay, let's see what our next one is.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is a whole combination, and again, this is just sort of a riot of texture and color going on here, which I think is just lovely. Our estate line is I just think it's so full of detail. It's got so many layers to it. So you've got sort of the rope edge, you've got a ring of crystal, the cast metal ball surround, and then all of that sort of the circle combination. Then you've got the finesse snapped in the middle. So it's all reflective of those round shapes. And I think the statement necklace with that finesse just looks stunning. I just think it'd be really amazing to wear, a real statement sort of piece. And then just sort of reflecting on your ears to have those little huggy hoops as well.
Yeah.
And then on the bracelet, using the original version snapped into the middle, because the estate bracelet takes 3 original dots. And again, because I'm not matchy, we have sort of 2 different dots either side. So we've got Coral Sophia, and we've got the orange Amelia as well. But with the Amelia, you've got a touch of yellow there as well. So you've got a real zing going on with all of this sort of orange and yellow colours going on. And then sort of paired back with the sort of antique finish of the estate line and that glossy black enamel. So sort of, I just love the whole combination. It's really busy, and I just sort of, the combination is great, sort of really fashionable and a good look.
Yeah. So I have a question. What is everybody's favorite Halloween candy? So because some people are like, love candy corn. Some people do not like candy corn. Some people like candy corn in salted peanuts. So I think everybody is different. So I would love to know, like, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Like, what's the candy that after the kids go to sleep, you go through their Halloween stash and you take out all of this? Because that's what happened. I don't know. I don't want to admit to anything, but there is a chance that that I raided the Halloween stash, because realistically, kids shouldn't have all that sugar. But so I think they need some help from mom.
But candy
Right?
corn is a very, we don't have it in the UK. It's not.
You don't? It's a very US candy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You see Halloween only until sort of the last, I'd say, I don't know, 5-6 years has increased in popularity, but it's never been as popular as it is in the US.
So, like, when you grew up, you weren't trick or treating in London?
Not really. I might have only done it once.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And of course, particularly where we live, my girls have never been trick or treating because I live out in the country, so it's actually dangerous to walk up and down the road because there's no.
They could trick or treat to to the two houses across the street.
One opposite at one time. Yeah. But they love Halloween, so they got really into it. So what their celebration is, they have a Halloween sleepover. So they invite friends over, and then we decorate. They have loads of Halloween decorations, but they wanted to do it, so we decorate the house now. So that's how we celebrate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I didn't realize that it was, you know what I mean, predominantly like, I knew that Thanksgiving was ours, that you guys don't celebrate us leaving you.
Yeah.
Starting our own country. But yeah, I didn't realize that Halloween was, you know what I mean, more of a US
very
thing.
much sort of US rather than UK, though it's sort of gaining popularity now. So
yeah.
Yep.
My favorite. So what's your favorite candy then, Claire? Is it something that we would have even heard of?
Yeah, chocolate is. I just love chocolate more.
Just any kind of chocolate.
Well, there's a particular brand in the UK called Cadbury's chocolate, and that is the best. It's just
called
amazing.
Cadbury's.
Cadbury's, yes.
CADBURY.
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same company that makes like Cadbury eggs here in the US. Do they also make like the? Does that sound familiar to you at all?
No, not really. But they're sort of the biggest.
You're not missing anything. Cadbury eggs are. They are not good. They're chocolate on the outside, and then the inside has like this cream. I don't know, maybe nougat. I don't even know what it is, but some of it is white and it's a little runny, and some is white and some is yellow.
Cadbury's cream eggs. That is yes. They're absolutely horrible, but Paul loves them, and so does Alice. But they're just nasty, really horrible.
That's how I feel about circus peanuts. My mom loves those orange circus peanuts, and it's the same thing. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so let me. Mine is, I think, a Heath bar. Like, I love toffee.
Okay.
So that was, and I maybe was a little bit jealous because we just had our executive retreat, our Dot Summit leadership retreat, and one of the gifts was Brandini's toffee, which is amazing, and I didn't win it.
Oh,
like, but maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I didn't need the toffee, but yeah, everybody's like Cadbury eggs.
Oh, they are really horrible.
Oh, Amy Miller says to freeze them. You'll have to try frozen Cadbury eggs. See if Alice and Paul like that.
I just think it's the sweetness. For me, they're just too sweet. You know,
they're too
too sugary and sweet. So
yeah, if your salivary glands hurt because it's so sweet, that's not a good sign.
But coming up to Easter, when you buy Easter eggs, so we have to buy Paul like the box, so you can get Cadbury's eggs in boxes of 12. So like we have to buy him those because he just loves them.
Wow. Yeah. That's right on.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got, I think, one more look left, and then we will. Right? Yes.
Yes. So I get a bar link necklace, so sort of the necklace that I'm wearing today, and then our estate drop pendant hanging off that, but then a little zhuzh to the side. So you've got a trigglis clasp with the estate charm, and then the dotlet charm with the Halloween pop stacked into that. So I like this one because, again, you've got that sort of overall sort of antique silver feel, but with the pops of black and orange colour, and then reflecting the estate drop, you've got that little charm to the side as well. So I think it's a very cohesive look. It sort of works really well together. And I like that sort of asymmetric detail going off to the side.
Yep. So great combination. So that gives you, I think that's our last look. Yep. Talia's giving us the thumbs up. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific, Ashley is going to be live. She's doing game night. And we actually may have sent her some special things so she could show them to you. And so we're going to be turning on some special items. She's got some special things. So she's not just going to be recognizing, you know what I mean, like who's ordered that day, but, you know, also she's got some special things to share and to let you guys know about. So you may want to tune in to game night tomorrow night with Ashley. And I will see you back next Tuesday for another Style Dots Live. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to take a look at the Halloween themed you know, products from Boutique Week, because we've got several of them. I know that one of the charms, the spider and the cobweb, has already sold out, but we've got several other things, and some of them are getting low. So I don't know that they're going to make them through the weekend, but anyway, or through actually probably by tomorrow. So anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Have an awesome weekend. Join Ashley tomorrow night, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Bye.